Hustisford Park, and we're not supposed to be here at this time of the night. It's already 9 o'clock. Well, hi everyone, welcome back to another Out on a Walk video. I'm Glen. We're gonna go explore Hustisford, Wisconsin. I live around here, not far from the park here, probably about 5 minutes. So we're gonna go look around the town. Join us, shall you? Right, I come up with a better catchphrase. I stole that from Adam the Woo. How about let's go for a walk. This is part of the park.
Yeah.
There's the Nerdmobile. Flaming white piece of shit Taurus. We're gonna go walk around town here. Public restrooms. It's the park at night. Well, part of the park.
This is a pond.
Part of Lake Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't fall in. Yeah, we fish here, remember? I like going fishing here. The last couple times I came here, I didn't really catch anything. You look over there, the Fireman's Hall's up there. This street is just weird, the street that the park's on. There's a person walking up there. Or the cranes, wherever the hell those things are there. They're always down there. Yeah, it's across the street, there's no one coming. Oh, look at them. The lighting's not the best, but you can see their cranes or swans or whatever the hell they are. Yeah. You're going to scare them. Usually after work at the factory, my son's over at his mom's house most throughout the week, and then I get him on the weekends for about 4 days.
My mom lives in Horcon.
Yep, and usually this route I usually take with my bike, and the Swans and stuff are still out there. It's funny seeing them at this hour, but it's always cool. I love going through this town this late at night. I think there's people laughing at me over there.
Why?
I don't know, probably because I'm holding a camera out and it's kind of awkward for some people to see. They're watching TV in there. Alright, they get creeped out that I'm filming them. There's the Lake Street Inn over there. Lake Street Inn, I've never eaten there, but I heard everyone said it was really awesome. We turn right at the four-way stop up here by the Lake Street, and I usually, on my bike, I usually take this route.
I want to go through town, too.
We already go through town. I'm just showing you where I go on my bike. I usually cut through the church parking lot up there. We're going to cut across the road here and go into the church parking lot. One of the couple churches. There's a Masonic center in the center of town, too. It used to be a different church. There's like a little school right here and shit. And a little playground. That's why I thought it'd be a cool idea to bring your bike down here so you could practice bike riding and then you can go on the playground over here. We're breaking curfew. It's 9 o'clock at night and we're in the church parking lot. And there's people having a bonfire over there. Yeah, I'd like to join them. Maybe have a few beers. I need to have a bonfire. I miss having bonfires. Do you like this place? Are you rock climbing? Yeah, this is another area I take. One of the many back roads of Hustisford. People laughing in the distance. Turns out the people having the bonfire was my friend Pam and her family. I didn't stop by though because that would just be rude. I haven't talked to her in quite a while too. Quite odd. It would have been fun to show up though. They got a big burning barrel with fire coming out of it and it looks like they're all drinking a couple beers. Would have been a lot of fun. Lots of people having bonfires tonight. There's more people having bonfires. There's a turn in the road. And right here's Lake Mississippi. Kind of hard to see tonight, but I should have came sooner so we could have gotten a better view of Scenic. Scenic's beautiful. Connor just said this town is like an abandoned town, which I'd have to kind of agree. You may call it the Hustisford, kind of one of those like shit in the hole types of towns. I don't know, I kind of like it here. It's a place lost in time. Everything here looks the same as it did 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's what's kind of neat about the town. It's not a wonderful town by any means, but it's still fun to explore and look around. And up that way it goes up to Neater Park where the boat dock is. And there's the car wash. We're gonna go across the street to the car wash.
It's super wash.
It's funny how you always have like a story about like everything and places you remembered growing up and stuff. The car wash in Hustisford I do remember fondly because back when I had an awesome car, I had a lot of awesome cars when I was younger. I used to take it here all the time to get them washed when I actually gave a shit about what I was driving. Now I don't. The Flaming Taurus is a piece of shit. It's in bad need of repair. It looks like shit lately, but I still have fond memories of washing my car here. One of the many cars. I had a Z24 Chevy Cavalier in '94. I had a couple Pontiac Grand Prix.
You had a Trans Am.
I had a Trans Am. I had two Trans Ams. I had a red one in '88, and then I had a '91. I had a '79 Sunbird, which was really cool. I had quite a few cars. I loved each one of them. And now they're all gone. And now I'm 32 and I drive a 2002 Ford Taurus that's in bad need of repair all the fucking time. Oh boy.
There's a bee nest.
What? Did you say penis? You're in...
I said bee nest.
A bee nest?
Yes.
Are you terrified?
Kind of.
And this Scenic Station behind me is where I met one of my very good friends, one of my old time friends, that's still in my life off and on again. We talk here and there, and then we kind of lose track of each other, and then we kind of talk again when shit was going bad for either one of us. My friend Shelby, I met her, shit, years and years and years ago when we were teenagers, and now we're in our 30s. And it's cool having friends that last that long. But I met her at that Scenic Station right over there. I'm sure she has horrible memories of the place and doesn't want to relive the place because, yeah. Neither one of us minded our gas station jobs. I worked at the BP in the Osho, not far from here. Not very good pay, but still kind of fun in a way, seeing all the weird people that tend to show up. We're gonna go back on Main Street, back into town, but we're gonna take the road and look at the John Huestis house. Sir John Huestis of the Ford. I'm gonna tell you the little story I made up about John Huestis. There's people out there. It'd probably get weird if I started waving the camera around and talking in front of them. See people. They're people. But right over there is like that historical place in Hustisford.
Why is it historical?
Because it's like old-timey. It's the John Huestis house, and then there's some like old stuff over there too. So we're going to walk over there right now. And I'll tell you the story of how John Huestis found Hustisford. On the corner of Juno and Ridge Street. Memorial Park and the Huestis house. And the museum is that way. Too bad the museum's not open. So we could go in, but we're just going to take a look around the park. Well, I haven't lived in this town, but I lived in a nearby town, the Ocean. I've lived here my whole fucking life. Since I was a kid. So you could say 32 years on this earth I mainly lived here. I only moved away for about a year. Or I moved to West Bend, Wisconsin, which was... People, you can say what you want about Hustisford, but West Bend sucks balls. I'm not even going to kid around. I hated West Bend. I hated the people there. But, yeah, 32 years on this earth, and I've never been to this area, ever. I've never bothered coming here to the Huestis house, the John Huestis house in the museum or anything. So we're going to go take a look around tonight, even though it's probably closed and we shouldn't be here. But let's go look around anyway.
That's where John Hustis was.
He lived in that house. Right there. Okay, the story I got for the John Huestis house and the story of Hustisford wouldn't fit the time frame in which these houses were built. Okay. Alright, hang on. Oh, look at all the cool stuff. There's a huge bell.
Hey, look at that too.
I'm getting to it. The huge Hustisford Liberty Bell. And there's this huge cannon. Man, I'd love to shoot one of these just to see what it'd be like. That's dangerous. I'm looking down the barrel of the cannon.
Where's the museum?
I think his house is the museum. Right there. Yeah, he's pretty well dead, John Huestis.
He died.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you the story of John Huestis, everyone. Now, this is not the true story of John Huestis. To be honest, I don't know the true story of John Huestis or anything like that. But I'm going to walk this way because I think there's a police officer right over there, and he was looking at me. Well, you can probably see me now. There's a car behind me. Anyway, the story of John Huestis goes like this. My story of John Huestis. Way back in medieval times, John Huestis founded this place. He came here, he set up establishments like castles and stuff. He was on a quest to look for dragons, and all of a sudden, there was an army of the undead, and he was knighted. He was Sir John Huestis, that's what I like to call him. And he single-handedly fought off this army of the dead, with maybe some help from a few other locals along the way. And this was a ford. A ford is one of those geographical places, right? So John Huestis fought off an army of the dead. He's Sir Huestis of the Ford, and that's why they called it Hustisford. Although the true story is probably sometime in like Wild West times, he probably came and settled here or some shit, I don't know. Probably set up a bar or something. Probably something really, really uninteresting, but oh well. My story's better. We'd head back into town.
Hey.
Who are you saying hi to? That girl just looked at me and started laughing. This is Hustisford's Main Street. This is where it's booming, man. All the booming businesses. Like you got the Lake Street Inn where we just passed. The Harbor Barber and Salon Tanning. There's a booming funeral home over there. K&K Realty. Look at all the old houses. That's part of what I said. What I loved about Hustisford is all the old houses. Right across the street is Teddy's Bar and Grill. I did art for them, yes. I'll put a picture of it somewhere over there. But I actually did art for Teddy's Bar and Grill already. Like a bear on a motorcycle. That was like a year or so ago. Yeah, they really loved it. I haven't seen the bear since. They put it on a bunch of t-shirts, but yeah. Mr. Police Officer making sure everyone obeys the curfews. The hair place. There's the law offices of Robert F. Rice. Yeah, we take that way, that leads back to our car where the park was.
Why is there boots?
Where? There's boots on the ground. I don't know, the police officer's at that person's house. For reasons I'm not sure, I'm not gonna go inquire about because I'll get yelled at or something. Or get told to fuck off. Yeah, we can go. It's the Days Gone By. Probably one of the most depressing names for a bar ever. Because when you're depressed, you spend most of your time in there, the days are gonna fly by, drowning your sorrows away in bottles of beer. I'm not gonna lie, that's something I've done already. It was usually over a girl or something. Here's the hardware store. Right there. You know, up until this year, I never even knew there was a hardware store in Hustisford. So you learn something new every day. Like, It's like I said, I lived around here for 32 years. I didn't know some of this stuff existed. But the one place I wish was still in business is the old bowling alley over here.
Hey, I still see the sign for it.
Yeah. Parents Bar and Grill in Lanes. That place was so fun. They had awesome hot wings. The alleys were like right in that area. It's closed down now due to economic hardship, just like everything else. But there was a different, I don't know if this is the same place, there's a different antique store. Oh, a while back that had a guitar in there that I was interested in buying, but it never came to fruition. A graphics place where you can get t-shirts made. More old houses. The houses in this town look cool, like the ones that are left standing that are like insanely old. Now this place with the roof was a few different things. I don't remember what it was first. The apartment buildings upstairs.
Hey, wasn't this the place with the ice cream?
Yeah, but you're not getting ice cream tonight because they're closed. Yeah, now I don't remember what it was first. But they sell ice cream in there, they sell art supplies, they sell other people's art. I tried having them commission some of my art, but there's a bunch of stuff I had to go through and they didn't seem too interested, so.
Why did not like it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, they're stupid.
The laundromat. There's a lot of homes for rent and for sale around here. Of course, this place up here is where I pay my electric bill every month. It used to be a bank. And now it's just for like the town utilities. Now that bank is across the street. Which is almost like the Hill Valley clock tower from Back to the Future. It's 60 degrees, it's 10:19. 10:14, my bad. This shop I like right here. Very old. Still got some of the old paint on the side of the wall. Joe's
Country Stone.
store. Yeah. It was an old store at one time, and now it's nothing. I think there's an apartment in the back. Even the post office is old. Very old looking, old-timey. The old text on the sign. This is where we came to see Elvis that one time in that other video. Meeting an Elvis impersonator. This is like the Fireman's Hall. This is where the firemen train. Yeah, you got to see all this already in Hustisford. I guess there's a baseball game or something, my son said. Over here.
What?
Whatever baseball game it was, I think we missed it. And there's just a guy drinking beer on a four-wheeler down there in a baseball jersey. This will be our last stop, which is Neater Park. Which is usually where they have like Lake Fest and stuff. We're not supposed to be here either this late at night. Its main attraction here is a porta-john and a boat landing. There's a lot of times I ride my bike up here at like 2 or 3 in the morning and just sit out here on the boat dock out here and just think about things. Just my life in general, mistakes I've made, things I wish I could have done differently, especially like the last 3 or 4 months. But life just keeps going. It's cool that we got like places like this. I love summer in Wisconsin because I can go into it. I'm trying not to step on all this goose shit. But like I love this. Hard to see, but here's the boat dock. And town is across there. This huge blackness in my camera is just Lake Mississippi. Oh man, it sucks that it's not showing up on my camera. But yeah, this is the boat landing at Neater Park. There's not really a whole lot to say about it. I just like to come out here and sit and take in the lake and the trees and the silence. As we're leaving Hustisford, there's Jones Country Cooking and the famous BP gas station. Yeah. Well, everyone, I'm home now. Thanks for going on a walk with us out in Hustisford, Wisconsin. Me and my son are going to have ice cream now. I'm going to have an orange Julius. And I'm going to clean my turtle tank. And I'm going to edit this video. So I'll see you all next time in one of my other videos. Maybe I'll do another walk video at some point. I want to go visit abandoned stuff. So that'll be cool. at some point. I just gotta find abandoned places in Wisconsin nearby. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Go check out my other videos.